All right, Yankees fans, get ready because we have some serious updates about what is shaping up to be an intriguing offseason for New York. As the winter meetings approach, the Yankees are gearing up to make some moves, and while nothing huge has officially gone down yet, there are plenty of storylines to follow. So far, the team has re-signed Tim Hill and Ryan Yarrow, but aside from that, there hasn't been a major splash in free agency or trades. Trent Gizam also re-signed, but that was more him accepting the team's offer than a strategic acquisition. With all of this in mind, it's clear that the Yankees are carefully plotting their next steps, making sure every decision fits into a bigger picture as they look to remain contenders in a fiercely competitive league. One of the most anticipated storylines is the return of Carlos Rodon. The Yankees expect him to be ready sometime in late April or possibly May, with Garrett Cole projected to return in May or June. This is critical news because Rodon is considered one of the feature arms of the rotation, and having him back healthy could be a game-changer for the team. He underwent some elbow procedures recently, including removing loose bodies and a bone spur, which aren't as severe as Tommy John surgery but still demand a cautious approach. The Yankees are fully aware that rushing him back could be detrimental, given past experiences with injuries. They want a fully healthy Rodon, one who can pick up right where he left off and provide the kind of consistency and dominance that has made him a key player in this rotation. Garrett Cole, on the other hand, remains the ace of the Yankees. With a record of 59 wins and 28 losses over his 125 appearances for the team and a career ERA of just over 3, Cole has consistently delivered top-tier performances. He is widely regarded as one of the best pitchers of his era for the Yankees, and his impact cannot be overstated. However, there is a note of caution here. At 35 years old and coming off Tommy John surgery, the team will need to manage him carefully. There is a precedent for pitchers coming back strong at this age after such surgery, like Justin Verlander and Jacob deGrom, so there is reason to be optimistic. Still, the Yankees are likely to implement a six-man rotation at least initially to avoid overworking Cole, especially with other young arms ready to step up. The goal is to have Cole at full strength for the playoffs, which is where his experience and skill can make the most difference. Max Fried also continues to show his importance to the rotation. After breaking onto the scene last season and performing better than expected, he has cemented his position as a reliable ace. While he experienced a rough patch during the summer, his all-star credentials are undeniable, and the Yankees will be counting on him to start opening day. Alongside him, Cam Schlittler emerged as a major prospect with an ERA under 3 and a standout playoff performance that positioned him as a potential future ace. Schlittler's development is a key factor for the Yankees' rotation moving forward, and the team is investing in his growth with an eye on sustained excellence. Luis Gil and Will Warren are two young pitchers who could also make significant contributions this season. Gil's ability to regain his previous form could provide the Yankees with a much-needed boost, while Warren's potential to improve his ERA will be closely monitored. The rotation is shaping up to have a solid core with these arms, creating depth and options for manager Brian Cashman to manage throughout the long season. The projected opening day rotation includes Max Fried, Cam Schlittler, Luis Gil, Will Warren, and Alan Winans, though Ryan Yarrow could get a starting nod over Winans based on performance and readiness. This flexibility allows the team to adjust as necessary, especially if injuries or other factors come into play. Another player generating buzz is Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. Coming off a strong minor league season with a 2.58 ERA over 26 starts, 176 strikeouts, and a whip just over 1, Cruz is knocking on the door of the major leagues. He is young, talented, and has the potential to make an immediate impact if given the opportunity. While the Yankees might be cautious about rushing him to the big leagues, especially with Cole and Rodon expected back, Cruz represents the future of the rotation and could quickly become a key contributor. The team will weigh his readiness carefully, balancing immediate needs with long-term development. The Yankees are also considering their options regarding internal call-ups. With several promising pitchers in the minors, including Brendan Beck with his lower ceiling but potential as a reliable starter, and the possibility of Chase Hampton returning from Tommy John surgery, the team has multiple avenues to bolster the rotation. These options provide a level of security that allows the Yankees to be patient and strategic in their approach. There's a clear emphasis on not rushing top prospects like Cruz, ensuring that their development is prioritized while maintaining the competitiveness of the major league roster. Pitching depth remains a cornerstone of the Yankees' strategy. With Rodon, Cole, Max Fried, Cam Schlittler, Luis Gil, Will Warren, and Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, the team has a combination of established stars and promising young arms capable of stepping up. This depth allows for flexibility in rotations, managing workloads, and maintaining a high level of performance throughout the long season. It also gives the Yankees the ability to be selective in targeting other pitchers in trades or free agency, knowing they have strong internal options. As the offseason unfolds, the Yankees' approach seems methodical and measured. Every decision, from re-signing players to evaluating prospects and monitoring injuries, is made with the bigger picture in mind. The focus is on building a rotation that is not only competitive for this season, but sustainable over the coming years. Rodon's return, Cole's management, and the development of young pitchers like Schlittler, Gil, Warren, and Cruz are all pieces of a carefully constructed puzzle. Fans can expect a season where pitching depth and strategic planning are at the forefront, and the Yankees are positioning themselves to make a serious run once again. The key takeaway is that the Yankees are being proactive without being reckless. They understand the importance of maintaining health, developing talent, and strategically deploying their top pitchers. With so many moving parts, from returning stars to promising prospects, the upcoming season promises to be full of anticipation and excitement. Whether it is monitoring Rodon's progress, Cole's workload management, or the emergence of a young talent like Cruz, every development will have significant implications for the Yankees' performance and their push toward postseason success. Continuing with the Yankees' offseason updates, the bullpen remains another area of significant focus. Last season, the team showcased some impressive arms, but depth is always a concern, especially heading into the playoffs. With the returning pitchers like Max Fried, Cam Schlittler, and Luis Gil likely to anchor the starting rotation, the bullpen will need to absorb a lot of responsibility during the regular season. The Yankees are looking at a mix of established relievers and rising talent to form a unit capable of closing out games and handling high-pressure situations. Players like Tim Hill and Ryan Yarrow, who have been brought back, offer some stability, but the team may still explore other internal options or minor acquisitions to ensure they have multiple reliable arms ready for different scenarios. Managing workloads for relievers will be essential, particularly if the rotation faces unexpected injuries or if one of the starters like Garrett Cole needs a cautious schedule to maintain health for a playoff run. In addition to managing existing bullpen assets, the Yankees are also closely monitoring the development of younger pitchers who could step into relief roles. Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, while projected primarily as a starter, could provide flexibility if needed, and the same goes for prospects like Brendan Beck or Chase Hampton once he is fully recovered from Tommy John surgery. The front office clearly values having options that can transition between starting and relief work, which adds a layer of strategic advantage. These prospects allow the Yankees to avoid overworking veteran relievers, maintain a fresh bullpen, and still compete at a high level throughout the season. The balance between pushing young talent to perform and keeping the rotation and bullpen healthy is delicate, and the Yankees appear determined to manage it intelligently. The team's approach to free agency and trades will also define the offseason narrative. While they have already retained some key players, there have been rumors regarding additional acquisitions, especially for pitching. The Yankees understand the importance of not just adding arms, but adding the right arms. Targeting pitchers who fit the team's strategy, can handle the New York pressure, and complement existing starters is crucial. Any moves will likely be calculated rather than reactionary, as history has shown that rushing signings or trades without full evaluation can disrupt team chemistry. Even as speculation swirls about potential targets, the focus remains on strategic depth, whether through internal development or selective acquisitions. Carlos Rodon's return is arguably the most pivotal storyline for this season. As a feature arm in the rotation, his performance will have ripple effects across both starting and bullpen management. The Yankees are treating his recovery with extreme care, understanding that a fully healthy Rodon is far more valuable than rushing him back for a few early games. His return could re-establish the Yankees' rotation as one of the most formidable in the league, especially if Gerrit Cole is gradually reintroduced in May or June. Rodon's presence also allows for flexibility in handling Max Fried and Cam Schlittler, ensuring that each pitcher can maximize performance without risking injury. The timing of Rodon's return, combined with Cole's gradual reintroduction, will be a key factor in shaping the Yankees' competitive edge heading into midseason. Gerrit Cole's workload is another crucial consideration. As the ace of the team, his effectiveness in the playoffs could make a significant difference, and the Yankees are determined to manage him in a way that maximizes longevity and impact. Implementing a six-man rotation temporarily and limiting his appearances early in the season allows the team to safeguard his arm while still leveraging his talent in high-leverage situations. This careful handling mirrors the cautious approach taken with other high-profile pitchers recovering from significant procedures, ensuring that the team has its top performers at peak performance when it matters most. Cole's presence in the rotation, alongside Rodon, Fried, and Schlittler, ensures that the Yankees have a balanced and dynamic pitching staff capable of competing at the highest level. Meanwhile, the development of young talent is a recurring theme for the Yankees this offseason. Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, in particular, represents a potential breakthrough. His performance in the minors has been impressive, and the Yankees are keen to nurture his growth without pressuring him prematurely. With a 2.58 ERA over 26 starts, 176 strikeouts, and a whip just above 1, Cruz has demonstrated the skills necessary to succeed at the major league level. The team's challenge is to integrate him in a way that benefits both his long-term development and the immediate needs of the rotation. This requires a strategic balance of opportunity and caution, ensuring that Cruz can gain experience without compromising the effectiveness of the overall pitching staff. The Yankees also face decisions regarding players like Anthony Volpe and Jose Caballero. Volpe's role may be affected depending on Caballero's performance, as there is a chance he could take over as starting shortstop. Volpe may need to compete for his position, and how the team navigates this internal competition could influence lineup decisions and roster flexibility. This competition is healthy for the team, as it pushes players to perform at their best, but also adds complexity for management in terms of playing time, development, and maintaining team chemistry. The front office will need to evaluate both performance and potential carefully to determine the optimal configuration for the infield and overall roster balance. As the offseason progresses, the Yankees are strategically managing both their roster and player development pipeline. By maintaining depth in pitching, fostering competition among infielders, and carefully integrating prospects into the major league environment, the team is positioning itself to be competitive in both the short and long term. The careful handling of returning pitchers like Rodon and Cole, along with the nurturing of emerging talent, reflects a philosophy that prioritizes sustainability alongside immediate success. This methodical approach demonstrates a clear understanding of the challenges inherent in a grueling season and the importance of having options available when injuries, slumps, or other unforeseen factors arise. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Sources close to the Bronx clubhouse say the tension around the Yankees has reached a point few inside the organization can remember. Whispers began circulating late last night that manager Aaron Boone, usually one of the calmest voices in the room, finally snapped behind closed doors. According to multiple people familiar with the situation, Boone raised his voice at team staff and allegedly said, "We've got two cancers in this clubhouse, and I'm going to eliminate both." The comment, passed from phone to phone among insiders, has exploded into a storm of speculation. No names were mentioned, leaving players, agents, and even rival teams guessing who the targets might be. One veteran reportedly walked out of the room pale, telling a confidant he had never seen Boone like that. Another described the mood as radioactive, insisting that ego clashes and mounting frustration have created a powder keg waiting for a spark. What triggered the eruption remains unclear, but those close to the situation claim that small conflicts, petty complaints, passive-aggressive comments, and whispers of cliques forming have been stacking up for weeks. Some point to a pair of players whose influence has divided the locker room, while others insist the issue runs deeper, tied to a lack of accountability and a sense that certain stars are bigger than the crest. Front office officials have been unusually silent, fueling theories that major internal discussions are underway. One executive from another club said the chatter has other teams circling like sharks, anticipating that the Yankees might soon attempt drastic measures to restore order. Inside the clubhouse, the atmosphere is said to be thick with paranoia. Players are reportedly watching their words, avoiding eye contact, and wondering who Boone considers toxic. A source close to a prominent Yankee claimed the incident felt like a breaking point, the moment when private frustration finally burst into something impossible to hide. Whether Boone's outburst signals sweeping change or simply a moment of raw emotion, the only certainty is that the rumor has plunged the team into deeper turmoil. The Bronx is buzzing, the players are unsettled, and the rest of the league is waiting to see if the manager follows through on his threat, or if his storm blows over before it becomes something even bigger. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.